Assalamualaikum and hello everyone.
We are going to present our cultural documentary project.
And we choose Pahang
for our project.
Stay tuned. Pahang is the largest state in Peninsular Malaysia, which is bordering Kelantan in the north, Perak, Sarawak and Negeri Sembilan on the west, Johor in the south, and Terengganu and South China Sea in the east. Pahang is the largest state with the highest mountain and longest river in the Peninsular Malaysia. Is the oldest state after Patani, now known as Thailand, the Order of Malacca. In the past, this kingdom covered the ends of the earth as far as Singapore. The king also had a line of kinship through marriage to Parameswara, the first king to open Malacca. Although the government in the state has long existed, but patterns of Kesultanan Melayu Pahang exist after the establishment of the Islamic government in Malacca. The first Sultan of Pahang was the Prince of Sultan Mansur Shah, Malacca. Pahang flag consists of two colors, white on top and black on bottom. White symbolizes the sovereignty of states and governments, including matters concerning custom, law, ethics, and the powers of the Sultan who ruled this country. Meanwhile, black is the color of the greatness of Bendahara in the past who once ruled the state. Based on website www.dirajapahang.my, current population in Pahang is 1,572,700 people with a population density of 43 people per square kilometers. In Pahang, it has Malay, Chinese, Indian and also orang asli. Pahang covers an area of 35,965 square kilometers and it divided into 11 administrative districts which are Pekan, Kuantan, Rompin, Marai, Berar, Jerantut, Temerloh, Raub, Bentong and Cameron Highlands.
The state of Pahang is the largest state in the peninsula of Malaysia and is well known as a great tourist destination for those who love nature and adventure. There is many nature reserves, parks and top-class marine environment are certainly great reason to visit Pahang. But if you are one who loves traveling the many cultural and heritage sites of the country, Pahang does have a few destinations that you may want to visit. Abu Bakar Place. Abu Bakar Place was built in the early 1960s. The place was named after Almarhum Sultan Abdullah Al-Mustasim Billah, the fourth Sultan of Pahang who ruled at that time. This palace has been the mate of the official palace, which is a place for custom ceremonies such as the conferment of degrees, and in there is a Surrey Hall. The architecture of this palace that still stands as a home of the royal family today. The palace has a blend of Malay architecture and is a great photo opportunity. The best time to be in Pekan is during the 24th of October annually. This is the official birthday of the ruler. There will be a showcase of the best of culture and tradition in the town during this time. Right beside the palace is the Sultan Abu Bakar Museum. Sultan Abu Bakar Museum was one of the sultans of the state, and his contributions during that time when the state was under British colonial rule was certainly a significant one. Thus, the museum has most of the many interesting artifacts of the day of the state under colonial rule. It was constructed in the late of 1920s by the British government. During its 124 years of existence, the building was used in various ways as the official residence of British residents during colonial Malaya, an army barrack by the invading Japanese army during WW2, and also as the official palace of Sultan Abu Bakar. Bukit Tinggi is inspired by a town of the same name in Alsace, France. This attraction hosts a variety of colorful shophouses and brick towers, with architecture echoing lovely European eras of yesteryear. Almost every corner is an Insta-worthy work of art. Cameron Highlands. Cameron Highlands is Malaysia's largest and the best-known hill resort. Nestling the border of Pahang and Perak province are the Cameron Highlands. walk through lovely little villages, visit to the butterfly, strawberry, honeybee farms, and sprawling tea plantation or mill at the delightful Tudor-style country inns are all pleasurable and relaxing activities to be experienced here. A few days out of the sweltering lowland heat will surely recharge your energies. Tioman Island, about 58 kilometers off Peninsula Malaysia's east coast, acclaimed as a geological wonder, ecological paradise, and one of the Southeast Asia's most beautiful travel destinations. Tioman Island, measuring 38 kilometers long and 19 kilometers wide, is the largest in a group of the 64 volcanic islands. Located 32 nautical miles off the mainland but connected through Mersing, Johor, and Tanjung Gemuk, Pahang via ferry, the island continues to enchant visitors with its warm beaches, lovely seas, and lush greenery. Gazetted as a marine park, the immediate waters are abundant with a coral reef and marine life, ideal for scuba diving and snorkeling. Much of the island is covered by the pristine rainforest, home to several endemic wildlife species, but suitable for nature explorations. Finally, Tioman Island attracts youthful travelers from around the world, truly a melting pot of culture to meet on vacation. Sultan Ahmad Shah State Mosque. The historical Sultan Ahmad Al-Muazzam Shah, who founded Pahang current royal family in 1890. This mosque faces the city's wide municipal field, a welcome open green area, and heritage from the colonial to modern era, and is a tourist attraction with the mosque as centerpiece. This mosque is built a modernized Ottoman Moorish Islamic style, with 4 rocket-like minarets, a large half-rounded decorated dome flanked by 4 smaller domes. The interior is aerially spacious with minimum partition, able to easily fit in more than 8,000 worshippers. Kuala Ganda Elephant Sanctuary. The Elephant Sanctuary was established in 1989 within the Crown Wildlife Reserve and is managed by the Malaysian Department of Wildlife and National Parks. Here, many orphanage elephants are raised and given shelter. Not long after tourists found about the elephant shelter, the town quickly evolved into a popular tourist attraction. Kuala Ganda is probably the best place on the Peninsula Malaysia to come face to face with an elephant. The visitors who come to the center are given the opportunity to watch the elephant, wash and feed them. You can even ride on elephant and go into the river with them. However, daily visitor admissions are subject to strict quota and booking in advance is highly recommended.
Complex Tenun Pahang Diraja is located 8 km from Kuantan City. Woven fabric believed to have originated from Riau, Pahang or Sulawesi, which brought to Pahang in the 16th century. Woven fabric of Pahang has become part of Malaysian culture and is used mainly in formal ceremonies and honor. Royal Pahang woven produced according to traditional methods of maintaining subtly and get praise and attention of fans in the traditional goods and abroad. Woven fabrics of Pahang are commonly used for sarong, sampin, and scarf. Is applied in the modern fashion designs in line with the latest trends and tastes. It is also used by local designers and abroad, especially to the government official, the royal wedding, and customs. Starting from the year 1995 until now, PKNP has taken the initiative to develop and redevelop the Royal Pahang woven fabrics to ensure the Royal Pahang always remain the art heritage of Pahang. In the state of Pahang, Hari Hol Pahang is a public holiday commemorating the death date of one of its former sultans. Pahang is the largest state geographically in eastern peninsular Malaysia and is one of several states that retain their own sultan. Hol means an annual banquet, and Hari Hol in Pahang remembers the state's reigning sultan named Sultan Abu Bakar. He was the father of another sultan, Sultan Ahmad Shah, who has also passed away. Hari Hol Pahang has been a public holiday since 1974. On Hari Hol Pahang, all workers are given a holiday. People with a sense of pride in Pahang Sultanate take time to honor the memory of Sultan Abu Bakar.
The cities usually return to their hometown to celebrate Hari Raya. This day usually also during national holiday. Children and adults spend time with their family without worrying about formal obligations. The day itself opens with an early morning prayer at the mosque where Muslims give thanks for their blessings. They also seek forgiveness from family and friends for any trespass, believing that peace and harmony is the way for all.
Some families may also choose to visit the grave of departed loved ones to pray their souls.
Said in Malay means spying. It means to learn more of something through informal inquiries, such as to further understand the backgrounds of both families, in this case, the feelings of the intended spouse and her parents. In addition to that, marriage is carried out by the young man's parents or relative to informally inquire on girl's agreement to the intended marriage and, more importantly, to seek the consent of the girl's parents.
On the day of Marise, the young man's parents would come to the girl's house, which is the day and time would have been fixed and informed to the parents earlier to seek the answer.
Agreed on the marriage proposal, then both sides will proceed to discuss the next stage of customary practice before the wedding proper, which is pertunangan or the traditional engagement ceremony.
Discussion will focus on fixing the appropriate day to hold the pertunangan, the amount of dowry for the bride, and the trade gift known as dulang hataran to bring along for the traditional engagement ceremony. Once all these matters have been agreed and resolved, both sides will go back and plan on the necessary preparations.
Wow Punggol, also known as Citarawase, a traditional game that were popular among people in Pahang. Made from pupuk nibong as the arc, bamboo pan as the main frame of the wall, and lantern as the additional accessory that will be on the head of the wall called as symbol. While Punggol has forgotten by society today, only old folks know about these traditional games. The most unique thing about Wow Punggol is they produce a humming sound that has a quite similar sound like violin when it is played. Wow Punggol is played to test the skills and the efficiency of player in making and flying the kite. It can be played as competition to choose the highest flying wow, the colorful wow, and many more. Gasing Pangka. Gasing Pangka is also Pahang traditional game. As not everyone knows how to make is one of the factors that cause this traditional game very alive. To make Gasing Pangka is based on the type of the wood they use. The harder the tree they use, the better quality gasing pangka can be produced. The difference of gasing pangka with other gasing can be seen through the rope surrounding the spinning top, which will be wrapped around the player's wrist or forearm for better grip and control the energy exerted on the spinning top. Two or more players will be compete to strike each other tops out of circle or to make it fall over and stop spinning. Gala Panjang, a game that is not an old-fashioned game to be played by everyone. In fact, Gala Panjang is one of the famous traditional games that can be played by all range of age. 5 lines are drawn as obstacle. Gala Panjang involves 10 players and usually take place in flat and open areas. Gala Panjang doesn't require any equipment to play this game. The purpose of this game is to test the efficiency of the players running beyond the line. It also tests the teamwork from the players and their strategy to cross the lines.
Firstly, I'm going to talk about the female attire. As for the female, the Pahang traditional dress and costume is baju kurung Riau Pahang, or famously known until now as the baju kurung Pahang. It is therefore a kind of loose-fitting dress, and the long blouse with long sleeves should be paired with a matching sarung. The sarung is normally made of batik, tenun Pahang dirajil or songkit, but other fabrics and designs are also frequently used. The picture just now showed the style of cekak musang. It is the high collar of baju kurung Riau Pahang, which is especially attractive when we wear it with 7 or 9 buttons. However, in ancient times, dress with 7 or 9 buttons were only for the royal families. The second picture for the baju kurung Riau Pahang is the style of teluk belanggu, which has no collar at the neckline. The most common design for this style is the chest side pattern. Next, we move on to the male attire, which are the baju Melayu cekak musang and baju Melayu teluk belanggu. These two styles are popular and commonly worn not only in Pahang but also in the other states of Malaysia. The baju Melayu is a loosely fitting shirt with long sleeves, worn with long pants with a samping. This samping is usually a 3/4 length or full sarong style clothes made of kain songkik, tenun diraja Pahang or other woven materials with traditional patterns. Baju Melayu teluk belanga is the style that has no collar and the neckline is stitched in the style known as eel, spine and bones. The teluk belanga style normally has 2 pockets and bones located at the bottom. Meanwhile, baju Melayu cekak musang has a standing collar style with holes for 5 buttons, including 2 buttons for the collar. The cekak musang style normally has 3 pockets, 2 at the bottom and 1 at the upper left breast. It is also commonly being matched with the pants called as pak sekarap's trouser.
Traditional dance at Pahang. We have 3 types of traditional dance at Pahang. First, we have joget Pahang. Second, we have joget gamelan. And third, we have tarian piring. Okay, let me tell you about joget Pahang. Joget Pahang is element that associate with the element of Portuguese. And the joget Pahang is the fantastic dance. Tempo is fast and it's very popular among young and old people. Joget Pahang can be seen by cultural festival and Malay wedding. Joget Pahang is a combination of dance with arm and leg that very fast. Next, I would like to tell you about the joget gamelan. Joget gamelan is the court dance that emanates the dignity, beauty, and grace. Okay, the joget gamelan was be performed in Pahang that commences in a rural wedding, but it was transferred to the Terengganu when the Princess of Pahang was married to the Sultan Terengganu. Next is tarian piring. Tarian piring is when a dancer places a small plate on every palm, and the ring is worn out to the pointer finger, and during the performance, they knock the plate to produce the sound.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurlisa Amarin binti Muhammad Nazri and I'm going to present about traditional food in Pahang. Actually, there are a lot of traditional food, but I choose gulai tempoyak ikan patin. Today, I want to share about how to cook gulai tempoyak ikan patin, but first, I will explain a bit about where do gulai tempoyak ikan patin comes from, and also I will share the recipe before going to cook, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy with my video. First of all, Malay cuisine features a lot of seafood with patin fish at the forefront, and this is one of the most popular dishes. Gulai tempoyak ikan patin consists of juicy, tender patin fish cooked in curry made of tempoyak. The main ingredient of gulai tempoyak ikan patin is tempoyak. Tempoyak, or known as asam durian, is a Malay condiment made from fermented durian. It is usually consumed by the ethnic Malays in maritime Southeast Asia, notably in Indonesia and Malaysia. Tempoyak is made by taking the flesh of durian and mixing it with some salt and kept in room temperature for 3 days or 5 days. Tempoyak are usually made during the durian season, when the abundance of durian and excess production are made into fermented tempoyak. In Malaysia, tempoyak is specifically popular in the state of Pahang and Perak, yet it is also can be found elsewhere from Kuala Lumpur to Sarawak. In Malaysia, tempoyak is an essential ingredient for gulai tempoyak ikan patin and for cooking soup with tanghun or glass noodles. Temulawak in Pahang is known for from ikan patin, a fish known for a popular traditional dish, patin masak tempoyak, and another local favorite such as spice patin and deep fries with chili. So, let's get started with the cooking.
The first one is daun kesum, and then tempoyak, chili, okay, and then we move to the salt, and the most important thing is ikan patin, and the last one is turmeric, and we're done with the recipe. First of all, we have to put water into the pot. Secondly, when the water has boiled, we put tempoyak that has been pounded with chili and turmeric into it and stir until well combined. And then we put ikan patin and wait until they cook. Add a little salt as a flavor enhancer and wait again. The last part is we put daun kesum into gulai tempoyak and wait until daun kesum become withered. Yeah, we are done, ready to prepare.